Morning all. Right, we're going to get quite a bit of news out today. We're going to start with Vabble, the DeFi live, a little bit on Brian Rose, which if anyone don't know, the London Real, Brian did run for mayor of London. 2.2 million subscribers that guy's got, and he's absolutely fantastic. Axion, with Axion launch and upcoming stuff with Axion. The price, where I think Axion's going to go perhaps, and stuff like that. We'll get on with it all anyway. So before I say anything, because I always forget to say stuff like this, is like, subscribe, share, comment on today's video, because I'll be giving away 2 lots of 100,000 Axion possibly in the next video, because what I like to do at the moment is the previous video that people have commented on, especially if you've got the word Axion in it, and even today you can put the word Vabble or both, because Vabble was one of Axion's past launch pads, and we'll get back to Axion a little bit later, because they are going to be doing other launch pads. But right, with Vabble at the moment, we have got today live AMA with Bitmart. Yeah, now most of us know Bitmart exchange. I mean, look, they've got 305,000 followers. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now this is at 11 AM EDT time. Now check this out, guys. Please do your own check-in. Now this is saying 4 PM, and then down here EDT time, so 11 AM is 3 PM. So I don't know the exact time for us. I will just probably jump into Bitmart at 3 PM and see if it's on. If it's not on, then I'll jump back in at 4 PM. So just check the time for you around the world. This is going to be a great opportunity for you to come in and ask your questions, yeah, because you've got the CEO James will be answering your questions. Yeah, so ask him anything basically, real quick, and watch previous videos I've done on Vabble, and I will be covering Vabble a lot more as they progress. But it's a longish, should I say, longish roadmap for such a feat, what they're trying to do. So as you can see here, you've got James here and co-founder Michael, Mud, Daniba, Mo at the moment. So in terms of roadmap, we're at this stage here: alpha testing, code watching, deployment, VAB integration, continued platform testing. Yeah. So as I said, quite a long roadmap up to Q2 2024. But in my personal opinion, this is when you invest, when the project is in its infancy, if you believe in it. Now, me personally, I believe in it. Now, why? So the AMA, Bitmart. Yeah, just looking at stuff like this, guys, 305,000 followers, right? Listing on the MEXC exchange. This is just obviously on Twitter. 265,000 followers. I look at stuff like this, yeah. London Real, now obviously he's not mentioned Vabble, but I'll get to this bit. But look, 2.4 million subscribers. I think more than Bitboy, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But so featured speakers, so you've got the virtual speakers, yeah. Let's scroll down to the in-person speakers, because you'll see the London Real guy there. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy scrolling through quick, but I want to try and make the video quite short. So you've got Brian Rose here, founder and host of the London Real. So he's a key speaker there. Now what does all this do, in my opinion? Right, so you've got all these speakers, you're going to have an after party, and what happens in after parties, you talk business, yeah? And especially someone like me, anyone that knows me, I'd be definitely going to the after party and having a few beers, yeah? So on the 10th, it would be virtual location, Brilla.io. So on the 11th, Kensington Conference and Event Centre, London, yeah? Anyone that don't know Kensington, is a posh place in London. And then afterwards, they're all going to go and have a good old jolly up and a beer up at the after party at the Arbiton Charing Cross. So I wish I'd known about this event a bit earlier, because I would have made my schedule a bit different this week. But anyone that knows me, I run a construction business still, and the rest of this week I'm quite super busy. I would love to have gone here, and especially the after party, a few beers and pick some brains and stuff. But that would have been nice. So you've got tickets there. You've still got time to buy, guys. So look, the DeFi Live access, full access, virtual GA pass, the after party pass. Yeah, so you just want to go and have a beer up, I suppose. Look, yeah, open bar, tasty snacks included. Oh yes, I'd like to have gone there. Right, anyway, but the point I'm making anyway So you've got the likes of Brian Rose there, yeah. You've got them doing the AMA today, yeah, with a potential 300,000 odd, you know, that's just following on Twitter and stuff like that. So they're ramping up, even though they've not got a full product out at the moment. They're ramping up their presence. Yeah, this is what you do. This is the proper way you do stuff in business. Yeah, you don't go out there fully fledged and spend all your marketing budget on advertising, say banners in London or whatever. Yeah, you go to stuff like this. You go to like DeFi events. Yeah, you do like AMAs like this, especially with ones that you're partnered with or where you've listed. Yeah. And you get the presence known that way, yeah. And then as time goes on, as you start ramping up, and you've got, say, like, say, for instance, when the beta comes out and it's live and stuff like that, yeah. So, my personal opinion. Now, why is that blacked out? I've just realised that. I don't think it's live yet, but anyway. So the point being is you ramp up all these things, and the amount of exposure this gets you is fantastic, yeah. So kudos to Vabble, absolutely fantastic, and I will be covering them more and more. I'm strongly heavy invested in Vabble, and as I said, 9 times out of 10 I will only talk about projects I'm invested in. I have done a couple over the last few weeks, just off the bat, that I think, you know, could do all right. But do your own research and stuff like that at the end of the day, yeah. So let's just quickly go back here. So you've got virtual speakers as well. So you've got Stanley Kulichov, founder and CEO of Ave. Yeah, you've got Ava Labs there. Yeah, some of the other partners is Algorand. Where is he? Algorand. Is it up here or is it down below? Yeah, no, it's down below. So Algorand is also a partner. Let me just show you. I can't remember if I just show you. Right, yes, you've got Algorand there. Look, there's Vabble there. Yeah, media partners. So you've got the London Real is there. Yeah, Coins Telegram. Yeah, Coin Codex. Yeah, the FinTech Times. Yeah, Crypto Daily. Right, okay. So point being is all interlinked that. Yeah, right. Axion. At the moment, the price is 00014. I personally think we're holding strong. Let's go here. We're in what you call big payday phase, yeah, which means that investors that got in over a year ago that staked, and their stake has come to an end, and they've got their big payday as well, which means they've got quite a nice chunk of Axion, is that they could quite possibly sell it on the market if they want. Now, what we have seen the last few weeks is not a lot of dumping, yeah, since the big payday event took place. I think from about the 28th of October. Don't quote me that, 28th, 29th, something like that, yeah? Apples and pears. So what we have at the moment is probably another week or so of any major sort of selling off, yeah? And then that is it really then, guys. I think we've absolutely done fantastic, yeah? As soon as his price dumps a bit, it gets bought back up. Goes sideways a bit, dumps a bit, gets bought back up. But our price range is anywhere really from about 00013, sort of like here, yeah, up to about 00015, bouncing off of 16 a bit, yeah. So yeah, 1668. So this is quite good. This is not like it's dumped a lot, yeah. So Axion at the moment, this is patience, it pays off. Yeah, you've got NFT marketplace coming out. Okay, you have got the launch pads, the new type launch pads that is being sort of in the workings at the moment with on the Polygon range. Now, why is that big news in my opinion? Well, because you're going to be able to get into them for pennies on the dollar. Yeah, in terms of gas fees. Yeah, and then your vesting period. Down here you'd have, once you're in a project, so it'll have your token, it'll have your contract, vesting round. You know, if you wanted to, let's say you only had a few $100s in it, you can claim that for pennies. Whereas on the Ethereum chain, even the vesting period to claim, because it's a smart contract, yeah, you're talking like $50–60 to claim, and that's per 10% each month, if that makes sense. But without complicating things, so you're going to have launch pads coming out. Now, don't quote me on this, there's discussions of fiat on ramp, yeah, and possible fiat off ramp. Now, I'm not sure how this works, I don't know the legalities of it and stuff like that, but how fantastic would that be? Fiat on ramp, fiat off ramp, meaning you can just come here, buy your Axion, say through the accelerator with a credit card, debit card or whatever, and then once you've got your dividends and stuff, another way of cashing it back out into fiat. That would be an absolute game changer, and in my opinion we wouldn't even need a centralised exchange then, right? Why do you need a centralised exchange? Well, because yes, you're going to get your name known a little bit more, but in my opinion, as long as you've got a fiat on ramp, off ramp, you don't really need an exchange. This is my personal opinion, right? Because straight away, we all know any centralised exchange, Binance done it a few weeks ago in the UK, they just stopped all funds that you couldn't put money in, couldn't take money out. Yeah, so they've got control of your money, these centralised exchanges. So when you hear in Telegram, these guys that say, when Binance, when this, when that, I don't think that they've been in crypto that long, and they don't understand too much that centralised exchanges, they own your keys. Yeah, you don't own your money sitting on exchanges. Yeah, whereas you have it sitting in your wallet, especially my recommendation is get a Ledger wallet, Nano Ledger. Oh, and I'll be giving one of them away in a few weeks. Or you've got some funds on MetaMask, you own that money then. Yeah, as soon as you put it onto an exchange can stop you there and then withdrawing, yeah, your funds, right? Well, you don't want to give them that power, yeah. So, not saying it's going to happen, guys. I know it's been talked about in Telegram and Discord and stuff like that, and I really don't know what the team is doing. All I do know is if there's a way around it and they can do a fiat on ramp, off ramp, they will do it. Yeah, this is how fantastic the Axion team is, and I'm on about everyone that's involved in Axion. Yeah. So my personal opinion, I'm not too worried about a centralised exchange if we've got a fiat on ramp, off ramp. If for some reason we can't do a fiat on ramp, off ramp, then yeah, centralised exchange would be, in my opinion, the next option. I'm looking forward, yeah, and I'm really hoping that they have got it in the workings, is the launch pads. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Some of you guys out there are going to be looking forward to the NFT marketplace, which is absolutely huge. Yeah, an NFT can be programmed to do so many things. Yeah, it's not just say a digital art. It's not like say just a digital painting. An NFT can be programmed like the diamond NFT. Gives you an additional 5% bonus every time you come into the accelerator and stuff. Yeah, so absolutely fantastic. Right, anyway, I'm going to keep this video short and sweet. As I said, like, subscribe, comment on this video. Make sure you put Axion and Vabble in it, or Vabble and Axion, or whatever. Yeah, but make a comment on what you, perhaps make a comment on what you would like to see Axion do, or are you happy with what Axion's doing and stuff like that. Yeah. Watch what you put in the comments, guys, because it's not me. YouTube does automatically filter some comments. As I've said to anyone before, if you want to enter the competition on your own YouTube channel, go to the about bit here, yeah, and then add in your description bit your Ethereum address, yeah, which that I can then, if you win the competition, I can look that up and send it directly to you, not some scammer. Okay. Price wise, my prediction, this is I personally think we're going to be seeing 0003 to 0005, not too far around the corner. Yeah, so we had this big massive pump that it took us up to 0004. Yes, you can have what I call sell orders in place, which will drive the price back down and up. It's going to be volatile probably for a few months, guys, yeah, in all honesty. Yeah, but this Hex took 2.5 years, yeah, and then all of a sudden it just went boom. Yeah, so the way I look at it is, you look at stuff like this, the London Real, you look at Vabble, yeah, you look at say like the Next listing, yeah, you look at the DeFi Live, the top speakers in here. So like these guys going to the after party, having a drink, chatting. Oh, you know, have you heard about Vabble? Oh yeah, I've heard about Vabble. Da 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 da. Oh, where did Vabble come from? Well, they was in a couple of launch pads. One of them was Axion. Oh right. Okay, so what's Axion? This is how news gets around. Yeah, this is how news gets around. And you have big hitters like these. Probably none of these have heard of Vabble or Axion at the moment. After this party, might be on the radar. Yeah. Not financial advice. As always, be lucky in crypto and peace out, guys.